The +5.
Something's not working.
It just sent me a notification.
I think it's on.
Are we live?
Yeah.
This is on.
All right, fantastic. So you give me a cue? I guess. I guess we're live. So, fellas, another live on this Monday short week. Short week means more work.
Yeah, that means that everybody's already on vacation in my mind.
I know you're on vacation
Me?
because since this morning you're like playing laid back.
I know it's the mindset. When it's going to be a long
It's
weekend,
it's
everybody's already.
reflection. You're
Everybody's already-
projecting yourself into the others.
Like, what do you think? You already on vacation?
There's no such thing as a long weekend.
Okay.
All right. Don't elaborate.
All right.
Stay there.
Just that's it. So today we have another live. The subject of the day: stop working with a broker.
I just don't like these topics. I gotta say it. I think it
It's
shows.
okay.
It showed in the French version. I'm really not into that topic. But hey, if anybody's watching and you want to talk about something else, please.
Stop working with.
So what do we mean by that? I don't know. Mike, what did you want to
Basically, what it means is that.
keep the mic as high as possible?
He forgets.
Anyways, at the end of the day, it's there's a lot of people that want to sell their homes on their own, and basically,
Is there really? Because I don't think so. I don't think it's that much. But when you look at the stats, it's not that much. But anyway,
when you
that's
look
besides
at
the
the
point.
stats, it doesn't work a lot.
Okay, so sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so a lot of people want to sell their homes on their own, and they're asking themselves, why do I need a broker?
And what's wrong with that?
How do you convince the client? Saying, how you're in front of the client and they say no, I don't need you. What would I need you? This hot market, what do I need you?
And I would feel the same way, Mr. Vendor, if I was you.
Way to go, and that's it.
Because there's
you
no
forget
selling,
about that,
there's no-
and you forget about that transaction. You forget about that
No, you don't.
opportunity who's in front
No,
of you.
you don't.
You
You
put
don't.
it aside and
No.
you say, "Well, talk to you in 3 years when the market
Now I'm
crashes
going to
and
say,
you feel you need
it's
someone."
because, see, you're going into the tactical stuff. What I would do is this. You're the vendor. You tell me what. Say what you just, hello, Mr. Vendor. Etienne Miller from Lepage.
Hello,
How are
Mr.
you?"
Vendor, Jeff Andy Clergy.
No, you're the vendor.
Oh, sorry.
You were role playing here.
Oh, hi, Etienne Miller. What do you want?
Well, I see you have a house for sale, or a
I
condo,
do.
or a piece of land, or whatever.
Good. Yeah.
When's the best time to preview? Would you prefer in the morning or in the afternoon?
Why preview? You
I
have
need
a
about
client?
15 minutes.
You have a client?
I certainly do have multiple clients. I do this as a full-time
But
job.
I'm not giving any commission. I know.
20 years, Mr. Vendor, I've been doing this.
Good for you. But
20 years.
good for you. But have you seen the market?
It's crazy. It's crazy. So I repeat, 15 minutes to preview. You prefer mornings or afternoons?
What were we talking about?
While
You
you're
want a
trying to
meeting?
sell your house, I would love to come and preview your home. Afternoon, or would you prefer the weekend? Is that why you're reluctant to let me in? I understand. Well, I'm in no rush. So wait, the point here is
Yes.
to eliminate the conversation about the commission and the price, and you're doing a mistake. Did I say you were making a mistake at any point in time? Am I trying
Never.
to convince you of anything?
Never.
If I'm going on a date and it's the first time I see Ame, how are you? Thanks for accepting to come for coffee. I love your nails, by the way. I love the Easter eggs. Can someone get the camera on the eggs?
We should. Well, you have to show
Show your
the
hands.
hands on the camera.
That's too close. But anyways, beautiful nails. Now, that's the approach I need to do, right?
Right.
Not this way. Let's do it again. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you for the first time. hey, that's a weird kind of color you picked on that. It would be much nicer if you had all white, French manicure style.
Well, you know your manicure.
You see, you said it's wrong. It's not. It would be insulting. It would be even if I'm right, it's not right to do that when you first meet someone. So it's the same kind of thing. Go in as you're trying to make a friend. Go in as you're trying to win over someone's wanting you in their
Would
lives.
it be an issue if you told them that, listen, I'll list your house, but you also have the opportunity to sell
Yeah.
yourself?
Oh, it's a big issue. Big. And don't do that because first of all, they don't know you. You're on the phone or whatever. You don't exist. You're not a human being. You're a salesperson. So you don't do any of that conversation. You don't do any sales whatsoever until you're face to face with the person and that you have their full attention. If you're trying to get to go meet someone, then you can use the email, the calling, but that's just to set the appointment, not to sell nothing or talk
No,
about.
but once you've got the appointment, once that you're in person with them, and
Now
they want to sell on their own.
Yeah.
Can you tell them, listen, you can still sell on your own, I can still list.
No, why would you do that? It's like saying, we can get married, but you can still see other people. That's I'm okay if that's what you want, but I don't want that. And most people don't want that.
I think ultimately what you're saying is that
The vendor doesn't want that.
let's stop thinking about the transaction. The transaction will come, but it will come by itself. You play your cards right by building and nurturing that relationship. That's what you're
stop trying to do the shortcut. What you just said, Mike, is trying to get to the shortcut. You're trying to speed up the game.
Right.
You can't speed up the game.
No, because there's a lot of brokers that do that. That'll say, listen, you have the opportunity, just like you might list with one agency and list with another agency
Mike,
at the same time.
Yeah, look, this is you. You can't put the mic that high.
I don't know. It wasn't working.
It's because you're holding it here, man.
Well, it wasn't working there.
You can't shortcut. If you play Monopoly, it's 4 hours. You can't play Monopoly in 20 minutes. It's just not going to happen.
If you play your hands and your cards right.
So comments. You were waving, Steven, or doing something.
I think there's a question.
Yeah, Jess is asking what specific skills do you need to sell a home successfully?
None. No skills. Zero. Do you need skills to sell a house, Mike?
I don't think so.
You need skills in relationships.
Ultimately,
you need human social skills because you got to be able to adapt. You get it, but it's not like the color scheme and the decor skills and
the interior decor.
It's skills in relationship. That's what sales is. Really.
Knowledge about the market.
No, you don't. I don't know nothing about the market. For 20 years, I don't even know what's going on. But does it stop me? Now, I'm exaggerating, but I don't spend time reviewing and reading statistics about home prices and average length of time on the market. Or who cares? But I spend a ton. I spend a ton of time trying to build relationship. I spend a ton of time nurturing. I spend a ton of time just checking up on people. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How are you doing? Can I be of help? Can I help you with this? Here's some information I thought it would be great for you to have at this point. Like that I'm going to do a lot of. I'm going to prioritize that. So
it's fun to say, okay, yes, let's build a relationship. It's in all kumbaya and we're all holding hands. But at a certain time, at a certain point,
you're starving.
Reality, you're starving. The mac and cheese and the bologna is good, but not for a long. That's not good, but I mean, all depends your taste. But at one point is you have reality hits, right?
Can you speed it up? Is there a way to speed it up? The answer to that would be, Mike, you got to do more of. Reach out to more people. Like if you're doing this, if you're talking to 1, 2 homeowners or 3 or 4 or even 10, it's not going to be enough. You got to be talking to a lot of more people to just try to speed up the return.
Right.
So the only way to speed up is volume.
More output.
Yeah. And not how do I convert those 10 or 3 or 2? You know what I mean?
Another big one or big question. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I had this broker come in. We talked about marketing strategy and we kind of talked about a bunch of stuff. And the ultimate question come up to: do I lower my commission? What do I do regarding my commission? It's a hard market. I want to get the deal. I know the deal is right there, but I'm positive by just giving that little extra, it can have a positive impact into me getting the.
What do you think of
deal.
that, Mike?
I think it depends on the broker. I mean, each brokers have their own way of doing things.
I love.
What are you talking about?
Brokers have their own way of doing things. Like tomato. If some brokers are willing to
completely
negotiate
disagree.
their salary, I mean, that's their business. You know what I mean? You know what you're giving as value. So if your value, you think that this is what it's worth, then you're going to do what you need to do.
So it doesn't believe in this
At all. Zero.
I saw the
no,
face.
but you know what it is? It's because, first of all, you got to first understand what your revenue, what your salary is per commission, because the revenue that you're making as a commission is the business's revenues, not the agency. You're a business, so there's business revenues. Then the business needs to pay salaries, and that's about 30%, I would say, that you need to pay yourself. So if it's 10,000 you're making as a commission, Mike, 3,000 is what you're paying you.
I get that part.
So if you're discounting to 8,000, or let's do the math on 8,000. I can't do it in my head. What's 3 times? It's $1,800 now.
Right.
Yes.
You're at 1,100, 1,800. Divide that by the amount of time you're going to spend on. How much money is that per hour?
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with you 100%.
So you can't.
What I'm trying to discuss here is the fact that there's going to be a new broker, that it's going to be his first transaction.
That does not understand that it's not 10,000 or 8,000 that he's
right, but
making. He's
he
making
just wants-
1,800
He
bucks.
just wants to have a meal. He just wants to get it
Well,
started.
he ain't gonna have a meal soon because
If he
1,800.
thinks this way, he
It's-
won't have.
That's true. But I mean, you all
So
start
first start by educating yourself as to what is actually my money out of this $10,000 or 8,000 in my example. Is it 8,000 that I'm getting? Because
Right.
there's a big difference between 8,000 and 1,800. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
what's the standard right now
In regards
in
to,
regards to commission?
there's no standard.
Okay, so if you decide that you're going to charge 5%, somebody does 4%. Is he discounting what he's supposed to get?
He's discounting at 30 times. How can we do the math? 1,200%. That's insane.
But some people right now, that most transactions are taking place at 4%.
Why not learn how to be Apple? That's the question I want to ask you. Why not become Apple? There's never a sale or a discount. And then when you're a business, just if I don't know if you guys know this, but when you're a business and you have a business account at Apple, they give you 1 or 2% off.
Yes.
That's the great discount. You get it?
Yeah, that I get.
So why not learn that?
But,
See,
okay,
that to
so-
me, instead of being okay, I want a discount. I want to learn how to discount because everybody can do it.
not
Why
learning how to
can't I
discount.
be the Apple?
What I'm saying is that everybody would think that, listen, you're going to charge 5%. Right now, the going rate everywhere is around 4%.
Do you see this? Are you showing this?
I'm just gonna turn my back to you, Mike.
I think it's an A to B conversation from now on.
Look,
Right? So if,
you're wrong.
so, listen, the broker comes out of school. He's about to sign a contract, a
Yeah.
brokerage contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what percentage does he write on that line?
He writes whatever he
No,
wants,
according
but
to you, Apple, what would Apple write on that line?
10%.
So this new
And you think I'm kidding? I'm not
entrepreneur-
kidding.
This new entrepreneur has the deal right here in front of him. He's nurturing the relationship. Relationship is going well, at least on paper. The buyer, the client says, well, the seller, the client says, listen, I like you. I like what you bring to the table. I had 3 other people that came in, and but I like you. You know what? If you give me that 1% off, the deal is yours.
Well, you didn't do a good job of explaining.
You did this new entrepreneur having.
But he's charging 10, so you're telling him to charge 9.
No, let's go with regular percentage.
There's no regular nothing. It's
Okay.
There's no regular. So give me a percent.
Sure, 9%.
So there you go.
9%.
Yeah, sure. What's the question? I don't understand the question.
So and he says, well, you're at 9% now. I want 8%.
Well, I would still try to get my 10 because I'm worth the 10. If you establish 10, it's because there's a value to it. You're just missing information. You're missing not you. One is missing education. We have a question, Tina, or a comment?
Jacob Sheer Realty says, good to want to charge more, but realistically, most sellers won't sign with you. Sellers are so educated now.
I disagree completely, but let's reread because I don't think everybody understood.
No, it says Jacob says, thank you, Jacob, by the way, for your comment. Good to want to charge more, but realistically, most sellers won't sign with you. Sellers are so educated now.
Yeah. Well, that's an opinion, I guess, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of competition for Apple, and it doesn't stop them from getting everybody buying their product.
But can everybody be an Apple?
No, not everybody can be Apple.
It takes 20 years to become an Apple.
Yeah, but who's taking the time to learn to be Apple? This is my question to everybody that's going to comment about the commission, and it's impossible. It's impossible. Did you research? Did you do the work? Did you invest time and money into it? Because I did. I'm in the same position as everybody else. For my products and for my services. No. It's because you don't have visibility. If everybody wants to, if you get the visibility, you'll be able to.
You're exactly right.
But if you're competing with 10 people, then there you go.
You're competing with all the other brokers.
Yeah, but you're not getting the. But if you want to compete, don't compete. Don't.
If you are the Apple, yes. But you got to get to the Apple first.
That's right.
So, here. See, Jacob says Apple has a product that nobody has.
Oh, I disagree, Jacob. Completely. With all my love, though. And thank you. I disagree. There's Androids and all kinds of what do you call them? Tablets and phones. And there's 100,000 different other better, cheaper, more powerful tools and things. But Apple created a culture. You got people buying Apple products that are making $20,000 a year. They're spending $4,000 on a MacBook Pro when they could go get I don't know, I'm not going to say names.
Another brand at $500.
For 400, 500, that's the same power. It's the culture. It's that. But
they don't have as many viruses.
But how did they build the culture? That's what the question I want to know and wanted to know. And that's because I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I was a broker. I was an agency. How many agencies are there in the province? You must know the answer. It's in the 200 something, no?
It's over 200.
239?
If we include the independent.
Everybody's got the support. Everybody's got the training. Everybody's got the tool. Everybody's got the same damn thing. How do you make yourself be different? Visibility. You see? You got to create that culture thing.
Thank you,
I love you, Jacob. Thank you so much for engaging and participating. I want people to engage and participate. We don't have to agree.
This is agree or disagree.
No, but this is great. This is great to see. I'm not right. I'm not right in everything. It's good. We're exchanging. Anybody else have a comment or a strategy or a question? Or Mike, tell me more about.
Well, I actually wanted to continue where we were. To be honest with you, because,
go for it.
We were talking about 10% is what you would tell him that he needs to sign on the dotted line. And
okay, let me clarify that for a second. Yeah. So what I want to do is not be the average. I don't want to have the price like everybody else. I want to be the different, giving you a different experience. So I want to be I want my price, my retail price to be much higher.
So you want to be the Mercedes?
I'm not trying to be like everybody else. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to have and offer things that are different. And that's what we were able to do, by the way. Just a good example in the business that I'm in. We're unique in all aspects. We do what everybody does, but way above and beyond for the experience of the end user, the client, the broker.
Yeah.
So I want the 10% because I want to be able to provide more and do more. And what about if you had different options? This is what I keep telling brokers. 4 options. I got my 4%. I do it like everybody else. I broker load. I slap a sign on. Goodbye. I'm out. 6%. Add a little bit more. 8%, add a bit more, and the 10%, the billboard, I'm going to contact 15,000 real estate brokers one by one. I'm going to introduce the property to them. I'm going to do sponsored ads to everybody that's in real estate to promote it. Like you gotta offer options.
Yeah.
So
and just before you go there, because Steven's talking to you anyways. As a consumer, I'm not looking for the cheapest price. I'm not looking for it. So why would you assume if you're coming to present to me that I want the cheapest price? What if I want more service? What if you came to me and said it's 10%, it's but I'm going to take care of everything. You don't even have to go to the notary, sign any papers. Tell me what you want. Done.
Yeah, so you're giving them a white glove service.
I would pay for that.
Yeah.
For real. And I'm not exaggerating or
Yeah.
kidding. I can't be the only one. Come on. So it's because you all go in with the same thing, with the same offer, with the same thing, and then you become a commodity, you become a price. So it's just about who's the cheapest. You're all saying the same thing, you're all acting the same thing. No one's making anything different. There's no marketing, there's no nothing. Question or comments?
Yeah. So Sylvie Romero on Facebook is saying, what do Royal Lepage brokers charge? Because you see all the agreements.
Oh, what's the question?
I didn't understand the question.
What do Royal Lepage brokers charge? Because you see all the agreements.
On our end, what's I think the question is in maybe an average and as commission.
I don't know. That varies. No one has to charge anything. There's no rules about that. It's anti-competitive, so they charge whatever they want.
Suzanne on LinkedIn is saying it's all about relationships.
That's right, Susan. You've been paying attention. Susan's saying about relationship. I like Susan. Susan, we should get together. I offered the other day. I don't know if someone in the team took your info. Let's get together. Let's do a Zoom or let's go for coffee or something.
Jasdeep Puiri on YouTube, it says, once your brand is built, then you could charge what you want because people will come to you for what you have built. Exposure is important, but your price should reflect high-end services.
There you go. Can you repeat that? Because I don't think anybody picked it up.
I didn't because I don't have it here.
Can you see it on your phone?
No, I don't. It's on YouTube, you said?
Yeah. So once your brand is built, you can charge what you want.
Once your brand is built, you can charge what you want.
Yeah. Because people...
Oh, I see it here.
For what you have built.
Because people will come to you for what you have built. That's right. That's right. So you got to take the time to build it.
And then he says, exposure is important, but your price should reflect high-end services.
Yeah. Okay. So
not bland.
Example of that. When I was watching on the weekend, Billionaire Buyer. I don't know if you know this show.
No.
It's on CNBC or was on CNBC.
Yeah.
Do you know the show?
Yeah, I know the show.
So I'm watching. What's this guy named Tillman? So he's saying, he's talking about the restaurant business and the service. And anyways, the markup is double what the cost is wholesale.
Yeah.
Everything's double minimum. Like, so if you, again, I'm going to go back to what I said earlier, track the amount of time you spend per file.
Right.
And then you'll realize your margins are zero. Actually, I'm sure it's costing you money. I will bet anybody watching, you're spending money you don't even know. Because you don't know how much time you're spending and what your cost of business is. You got to find that out. I'm going to help you. Reach out, connect. I'll meet you for free training. Not training. It's just, let's talk about your business. Free consultation. I'm not selling nothing. I just want you to better understand what the numbers are, where you're spending money and time on your business. Because I didn't know this before. And that just opened up such a vast world of opportunities when you start understanding the numbers and understanding a business and how it works.
Jacob came back on Instagram saying, I've been a broker with different commission scales like photographers, which is an interesting way of highlighting value. As we were saying, Mr. Sebastiani came, I've once heard you guys say you don't believe in script. If so, how do you recommend agents become more comfortable and efficient talking to people and prospects?
Get into a position. Nick, this is a great question. Is it Nick asking the question? Nick, you got to just have more opportunities, because if you're putting yourself into a position where you have a presentation a day or 2 or 3 or 10, you get pretty comfortable talking and explaining what you have to offer in your service and just talking to anybody. Mike, can you actually talk about your experience with this? Because when you started, like I don't know how many meetings you're at now, but the fact that we have so many appointments, so many meetings for you, does not that you get more comfortable doing it? It's not about
you definitely
practicing.
Yeah, you definitely get more accustomed. You see different personalities. You understand to adjust a little bit to the people that you face, so it gets easier with time.
So good. So there you go. So just do more of it, and then you'll get better at it. I think it's better to practice in front of a client than practice on the side. It's a live situation. Are we running out of time?
So Jacob says, we'd love to discuss. I'll call you from my phone.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jacob. So before we finish, let's talk about the contest.
Oh yeah, Mike, you want to talk about the contest?
Yeah, well, we're having the contest. We're giving out an iPad, MacBook Pro, EarPods, and I think that's it. Or is it an iPhone?
Yeah.
An iPhone as well. So that's going to be on the 100th episode. So you guys have to subscribe, send some reviews, likes, share it, post it. And for every one of them that you do, then you get a chance of winning.
Mike is very enthusiastic, as everybody can see. Yeah, great. So thanks, everybody. Again, we'll see you tomorrow with another fun-filled subject.
Yay. See you tomorrow.